Hello YouTube. Today we're going to disassemble this KEIHIN Honda OEM CT90 trail carburetor using the models K2 through K4 from 1972 through 1977. Let's do this. There are several ways of disassembling a carburetor. You can remove the bowl and work on the internals, or work on petcock. On this model, there's even a filter area. But today we're going to remove the top. Threads are in great shape. Spring had good resistance. And the throttle cable adjustment is in good shape as well. It is missing an O-ring that is usually inside the top. Spring has great resistance and the slide is in fair shape. There is a clip inside that holds the needle, which I will remove when I get to the cleaning part, which will be part 2. This is the bowl drain screw. I'm checking the threads as I am unscrewing it, and they feel great. There's also an O-ring that needs to be replaced during the rebuild. A unique feature about this carburetor is this altitude switch, this black knob. I'm about to remove the clip. There you go. This knob is pulled out when the rider is at elevation of 6,000 feet or higher, I believe. It is an elevation adjustment, just don't quote me on the specifics. Also, this valve is made of brass, so be very careful with it, unlike what my hands are doing right now. But I guarantee you, no brass fittings or valves were harmed during the disassembly. There are O-rings that also need to be replaced during the rebuild, and I'm pretty lucky that this plastic knob is still intact. Usually those are gone. This is the idle screw. There should be a spring in there. There you go. Next is the air fuel mix screw. Threads are good, and there should also be a spring in there. On the same side is the petcock. This is the fuel on and off switch, held by 2 screws, 2 very small screws. Make sure to put this in their proper places because they are very easy to lose. Behind the plate is a spring washer and then the lever. Behind the lever there is a rubber piece with 8 holes. And the spring washer and this rubber piece with the 8 holes both come in the rebuild kit. This rubber piece feels really good. It's soft, pliable. Usually, I find these cracked or very hard. On the other side is the fuel filter area. Behind this cap, held by these two small screws, there should be an O-ring and a brass screen. Let's see how they look. It's missing the O-ring, but the brass screen looks really good. Once I get this carburetor disassembled, I will throw it in the ultrasonic just to get all the particles removed. And if needed, some more chemicals, maybe a brass brush and an air hose. If I'm not happy with that, then maybe get it vapor honed. Now let's see the internals. Not only is it dirty, but there's a lot of pitting. From experience, vapor honing is the best way to remedy this problem. The floats are crushed and replacements are around $15. So I'll have this removed. There is a pin that is held by two posts. Be very gentle here, as I've seen these posts break before. Here's another part of the carburetor that can easily be misplaced, the fuel valve. Make sure you put this in the proper place. There is a small part here that is spring-loaded. I always check it. I've seen these things get stuck before. This is the idle or slow jet. When this thing gets clogged up, your motorcycle will not start, will have a hard time starting, or will only run when your choke is up. This is the main jet. This is where your throttle valve or your throttle needle from the top controls the flow of the fuel. A part of the throttle needle set is still in the carburetor. On the next video, we will remove it along with show you tips on how to clear your idle jet. Make sure to stay tuned for the next video. Let's continue. This is part of the fuel valve set. Once this is unscrewed, there is a very small washer that needs to be reinstalled during the rebuild. Don't forget,